Apparently, it is no longer cool to actually like your husband. It is no longer cool to want to be with your husband. The cool thing now is to talk crap on the person that you married.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Rivah, and I'm back again with another video. So, of course, you guys know I was scrolling through the wonderful world of TikTok per usual, and I ended up stumbling across this video where this woman was basically checking all of the women who are upset that she's happy in her marriage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and press play, pause, play, give you guys my thoughts, my feelings, my opinions on this entire situation.
Apparently, it is no longer cool to actually like your husband. It is no longer cool to want to be with your husband. The cool thing now is to talk crap on the person that you married, which is crazy to me. What is happening in this world? Like, I'm not even joking. The crap that I've been seeing on TikTok, there's like the trend of tell me the most blah, blah, blah about your husband, blah, blah, blah. And then you have all these women writing, and there's like hundreds and thousands of likes on their comments of them tearing down the person that they decided to marry. I do not understand that. Can I remind you that you chose to marry this person? You.
What I love about this, right off the bat, is first of all, I obviously agree, right? I don't think that there's ever a space that a woman should ever be comfortable talking negatively about her husband to anyone, right? Like, I never think that's a nice thing or a cool thing or something that I can understand. I'll never understand that, and I've even been in places where women will literally say the most nasty, heinous things about their husband, right, to their coworkers, and then their coworker has no idea, right? So a lot of these same husbands have their wives on social media berating them in under the comments of certain videos, and they don't even know that. They don't know that, and also they would never do that. I thought it was very interesting too that she highlighted the fact that there's hundreds of thousands of likes on these comments. Like, so not only are you humiliating your husband, but you don't even know how far that has reached to people who even know who you are, right? Like, and you're so comfortable in doing that because the new trend, as she said, is to not like your husband or have disdain for your husband or men in general.
Maybe it was the way that I was raised, but from a very young age, my mom always told us, be careful what you say to people because people will not forget that thing. So when you are filling my head with how horrible your husband is, like, for example, doesn't really want to be with the kids, doesn't really let you go anywhere, is a really messy person at home, can't do anything for himself, you realize that this is all information that now I have stored in my head. I will not believe anything otherwise. So later on, when you try to tell me that he's amazing and he's this, that, and the other, I'm going to be like, Or you put like an Instagram post on his birthday saying that he's like the best dad, the best husband. I'm like, and you're the best liar.
This is so funny too because, she started off by saying, remember, you guys are the ones who chose to marry these people. And I want to take that a step further. These are the women who forced these men usually to marry them, right? Like, I'm not going to be no long-time girlfriend. You better put a ring on my finger. You need to marry me. Like, women are the ones who press marriage and pressure men into marriage. Women are the ones who do that, okay? And then you have the nerve, the audacity to complain when he gave you everything that you were wanting out of the relationship. Like, how dare you start to find fault with things? It's crazy. And then, I love when she talked about the fact that, yeah, these same women will go on social media. Oh, yeah, we got haters and people be hating on me and they've been hating on me since I got into my new relationship. No, the reason why it appears that you lost friends after you got married is because a lot of times, okay, I'm just going to keep it real. These same women talk the most horrible, heinous, nasty, distasteful, too much business, all that kind of stuff to their homegirls. And then when they turn around and get married to this person and the homegirls walk away, it's because you done told us all this trash, that has been going on in your relationship. You already painted the picture that this man was horrible, toxic, you're going to leave him, you don't want to be with him, and then all of a sudden, you get married to this person, and we're just supposed to just, forgive and forget, but you already told us these things. So either you're a liar, or you exaggerated your portion of the story and what actually happened, or you want us all to, again, forget the things that you have already, made us privy to.
And realistically, it doesn't really matter what I think about your husband, but I'm just giving you an example of how people store information. That's really hard to wipe away. People don't like to remember the good stuff. They like to remember the disgusting stuff.
I always say too, especially women, because I feel like women are the ones who have the hardest time with keeping their mouth closed. Okay, women get around each other, they share too much information, they talk too much, they put everybody into the intricate parts of their lives and their business for absolutely no reason, just because they just have to tell somebody, and it just bubbling over. And I always say, like, you can never, once somebody knows something about you, they can never unknow it. Right? Like, so once you already put your personal business out there to your homegirl, your friend, whoever, they can never unknow what it is that you already told them. And a lot of times these women do the same thing. They come on social media, they paint this horrible picture about their husband, and he's this, and he doesn't pick up around the house, and he doesn't help me, and he doesn't love me, and he's mean, he didn't want to take me on a date. And then they have to come back on the internet and double back and try to say, oh no, that was just for the moment, I'm not really mad. Then they're confused of why these other women are telling them to divorce their husbands.
Okay, my husband's top priority in my life. My children are top priority in my life. You will not catch me sitting around talking crap on the man that I chose to marry. That is my best friend. I will protect him at all costs because no one else will. Let's all collectively do better.
I love her for this. Okay, I love her for this, and I think that it takes a lot of gusto to go on an app like TikTok and defend your husband. Okay, and a lot of people would say, like, what do you mean? Like, it's just an app and it's not that serious. You guys don't understand. The reason why this woman had to make the video in the first place is because literally women will go on TikTok and say, oh yes, I love my husband so much, I'm so happy, and I'm so grateful that he's here for me, I love him, the best years of my life. And women will fill the comment section, not one or two comments, hundreds of comments of women. Oh, well, I can't wait to see the ending of this story. Well, let's see what happens when the bottom drops out. Oh, one thing a man gonna do is embarrass you, so all we gotta do is wait for the embarrassment. Oh, I would never represent my man like this because, sooner than later, he's gonna disappoint you. Like, there's always this negative train. What a lot of women don't realize is that there's a lot of bitter single women who are giving this advice to married women and who are telling them these things, again, because they don't want to be miserable by themselves. Their misery needs your company, right? So they are going to feel all of this negative, this doubt, horrible, no relationship can stand the test of time. It's a trap. They're going to fill all these women's heads with this foolishness. Again, so that while they're single and can't get nobody and can't maintain a relationship, they go ahead and ruin that for you too.
Husband's top priority in my life. My children are top priority in my life. You will not catch me sitting around talking crap on the man that I chose to marry. That is my best friend. I will protect him at all costs.
I love everything that this woman had to say. I love the fact that she is like, I'm my man's number one defender, number one protector. There's nothing I'm going to tell you about this man that's going to be negative, derogatory, or anything that in between. Okay. And likewise, again, I don't find that men do that. I don't see men on comment sections bashing their wives. I don't see it. I'm going to be honest with you. I'll see them make little jokes or be funny, but I've never seen men go to the lengths that women go to tear down their own spouse that lives in the house with them, that sleeps in the bed with them. This man who is providing for you, this man who is a protector for you, like, you are tearing him down to people who would not do anything for you while this man's already doing it. It's crazy. And then you wonder why men don't want to get married, because they don't know what they're signing up for. Right? Are they going to sign up for somebody who's going to hold them down, support them, protect them at all costs? or somebody who's going to badmouth them to anyone who will listen and pretend that they're not doing that. It's crazy. I'd like to know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this entire situation. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Love you.